And we got cactus. We're gonna cast some Cholla Cactus today, guys. That's cool. It's been on the list for a long time. These guys are huge, and I think what I'm gonna do is, I've already marked this one. I think I'm gonna cut it, and we're gonna orient them in the mold up, like vertically. That way we can use more of this stuff, and otherwise, like for a pen blank or something, you wouldn't even see it. It'd end up getting cut off mostly. So, and I'll probably do that with this one too. It's just a bit too thick. Greenish, like a teal and copper. Yeah, that would actually. Let's do teal and copper. So I guess we're ready to go. I'm just going to use a spindle gouge on this guy. Cutting and everything went pretty well. The tube, I had some issues drilling. A lot of times when you're doing hybrid blanks like this and you have like weird different densities or hardnesses of materials inside of the resin, the drill bit will want to wander. And one thing that I've never actually tried that might help fix that, I've heard differing points of view on this, is maybe brad point bits might help that a little bit. Alright, so let's see what we're doing here. We got this thing going 4,000 RPMs. And let's see how these go. Cholla is pretty tough. I will say that. It's hard. It's stabilized. I've found a lot of times if you got a really hard stabilized wood, something that's particularly difficult, a lot of times it's easiest to just pull out carbide and just deal with it that way rather than having to resharpen your tool all the time. Stabilized Cholla is just killing the edge on this tool. I think I'm just going to go to carbide. I think that'll make things quite a bit easier. Just knocking down the corners and all that stuff goes pretty quick, plunging it. Pretty sweet. I think we're done. I'm gonna check it with the light really quick just to make sure there's no craziness that I didn't see. Nope, looks good. So let's go move over and let's do some assembly. Okay, so we're doing a cigar style kit, and it's gold and gunmetal. So let's zoom in a little bit. First step, I'm gonna put the nib on, unscrew my clamp a little bit, and get it lined up properly. we go. They line up like this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's marks in there. And this is how the blank lines up. It's not obvious. I think you could get away with doing whatever on this one, but that way. So that's how it's supposed to go. Transmission thing off. I don't want to damage it. It's been a while since I did a cigar pen. Go. And so now is where you need to kind of look at things and say, which way do we want to do this? And in fact, you can take this thing off and just kind of hold it up. And I can even rearrange this at this point. I mean, it should go like this. Is it fully on? That's how it should be lined up, but there's really not much of a pattern that's extending from one blank to the other. So I could even kind of line things up based on just patterns if something looked better one way. I think that I like it like this. Get my hand out of the clamp. I think I like having a little bit of everything in there. So I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to put the clip over this part. So got that lined up, and then the clip's just going to go down in line with the top of that. I'm going to put the ink in too. Ink works. And we just shove it together. And we got a pretty cool looking pen. I'm pretty happy with this. This is a pretty awesome looking pen. Coral reef. It kind of looks coral reefish to me. Pretty cool looking. Interesting with the way the Cholla looks in there. Try and get this kind of zoomed up. So the Cholla pen turned out pretty sweet. Those blanks were fun to make. That was actually the first time I've cast Cholla, and gotta say it was really cool to work with. You can do so many different things with it, depending on how you orient it, the different types of blanks, all that kind of stuff. Really, really fun blanks to make. I will say that the stabilized Cholla is really hard on tool edges, so probably better to just pull out the carbide and don't mess with sharpening. I was doing about maybe a pass or two, and I'd really need to put a new edge on the gouge. So the carbide handled it with no problems. It just went a lot quicker. It was a lot easier. So there's a little tip for you guys. So if you have any comments or questions, you can leave those down below. If you like the video, definitely hit that like button and share with your friends. It helps a ton. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you get notified when all the new videos come out. So until next time, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.